So this one's another. I think we've got another Les West on this one again.
It is another Les West,
and he's given up giving reasons. He just he's like no. He's like no.
Yeah,
he's given up pretending to have excuses or making everything up.
He did tell me it's quite personal, actually, why he's not on right now. But it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
He's celebrating, so yeah. But it's a personal thing, so like I'm just gonna. It's understandable, you know. You know what I mean?
Unless you say it out loud on this pod, man, I can't. I don't accept any vague bullshit, man. I'm gonna villainize him. Unless you
villainize him?
Unless you detail every
single aspect,
every aspect of it.
Well,
unless you say his full address and then tell me the personal.
Yeah. I'll just say that he's things happening in his personal life with his family are looking slightly better.
Oh, really?
So that's good.
Okay, that is good.
So, yeah, see? And now he's celebrating, which is...
so he's getting on the tools.
I don't know if he's that. Yeah, he's getting on the tools.
Okay. Well...
Celebration.
Okay.
So that's where it's... So it's just the dynamic duo, in effect. Again.
In effect. Well, we got to pick it up a little bit from last time, because I was editing the last episode, which, apologies to our fan, I didn't put it up. I did not put the episode up on Tuesday like it was planned. I just forgot about that shit. I had to go out of town. But it's not good. If you skip that one and you're just listening to this one, which I don't know why you do that, it's not a good episode.
It's not good.
It's really,
What's wrong with it?
It's really boring. We're just hanging out. We're really chill. We're too chill. We need to zazz it up. No, I don't know that it is. I don't know that it is. Plus, I'm really mean to Wes. I'm really, really mean to him in the beginning.
I tell you, that's what the people love. Just someone just to hang out with. I don't need people just telling them all kinds of things and
entertaining things.
Sometimes you just need, you just need to just be chill. You know, just relax, have someone to listen to.
Well, hopefully,
if you want. Otherwise, I don't really.
Don't give a fuck. I suppose it's not worse than like AM radio or whatever the fuck bullshit was on.
Exactly, man. I've listened to some of that shit, and I swear, it's the most boring fucking shit. Like, it is boring. It is not entertaining at all to listen to, and every time like the hosts talk, they just sound like arrogant pricks. I don't know which one I was listening to, but like,
right, you can't call anyone out.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but like it was just in an Uber. Also, I was in an Uber today. Uber legitimately smelled like fucking dog shit. Like,
really?
It smelled like feces. It was bad, man.
Dog feces or just person feces?
I'm gonna say person feces. It smelled like shit. Like it smelled like someone had shit themselves in that car at some point, and the dude just hasn't noticed.
Really?
He was just in the back seat. Yeah.
Well, we'll return. We'll circle back to that in a second, because I would, just to jump in, I also was in an Uber today, which wasn't like very unpleasant or anything, but it was dirty. Like, it had just like regular use, like the dude had kids or whatever, and there's just like dirt in the back seat and like grass on the floor mats, and it's just like the seats are a bit scuffed and shitty, which is fine. Yeah. But I've never seen an Uber like that. Like, they're always fucking mint, just like new ass fucking cars. That's some Indian dude.
Dude's trying to put food on the table. He's trying to put his food on the table, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, I got kids, man. I need to fucking feed these kids, man.
I guess so. I keep getting into Ubers, and the guys keep going, well, I get into the Uber, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, yeah, pretty good, how are you? And I'm like, yeah, not too bad. And then I sit in silence. Like, I never say anything. I don't try to talk to them. I just, like, go on my phone. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not going to be a very long trip. But, like, 4 out of the 5 last times I've gotten in an Uber, the guys have looked back, just, like, silence for 5 solid minutes, nothing, no one saying anything, and they just look at me in the rearview mirror and they're like, you have 5-star rating, bro. And I'm just like,
what?
Okay. Okay, like, yeah. I catch like 4 Ubers a year. Like, I don't know. I just shut the fuck up and sit here. I don't do anything. But they keep bringing it up unprompted. I don't know why they. Whatever. I don't know. I guess they.
I've never had that happen at all. I've never had anyone probably got yeah, give me 5 stars.
Because you're a 3-star man.
Yeah, I give him all 2 stars. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to give the dude today. It was like an unpleasant ride just because it smelled so fucking bad.
Yeah,
it was like a good 20-minute ride because I needed to go vote. I had to go vote today.
Oh shit!
I'm going away on the weekend. Yes.
Well, tell me a bit more about the Uber. What was the driver like? I mean, is he a weird dude?
The driver was fine. No, he was fine. He was just pretty normal, regularly. The car was clean. Like, it was nice. It, like,
really? You know, okay, that was my other question.
Grass on the floor. It was a nice car. It was like a new Toyota. What do you call those? You see them all the time.
Like a RAV.
All of them are like Ubers. It wasn't a RAV. No, it wasn't a full.
Or like a Prius or a Toyota Corolla.
Corolla, that's the one.
Yeah.
It was a new Corolla. So it was like pretty nice car, but man, the smell was fucking bad.
Wait, so if the car was really nice, that means the dude had shit himself. That means that
crossed my mind.
But if you're sitting in an Uber and you're doing that, like, because these dudes pull like 14-hour shifts, like they pull long ass fucking just days driving Ubers all fucking day, and he's like, I really need to go to the toilet. That's okay, bro. I'll just do one more. He was Indian, right? I mean, I'm not like crazy to assume that.
I think he was Indian. Yeah,
yeah, but he's been driving 14 hours, and he's like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom, right? But he's like, oh, one more fare. There's not a good bathroom around here. I'll like wait until there's like one close to where I stop, and then he's like, oh, I don't need to go to the bathroom anymore for some reason. And then 6 hours later, after he has shit himself and he doesn't know because he hasn't moved, he hasn't sat up from his seat in 6 hours or whatever.
Yeah, true. It's gonna.
But he just doesn't, and he just gets used to it. He's like, oh, this part of the city kind of smells a bit like shit. And then 20 minutes later, he's just like used to it. He's just sitting in it. I called another Uber on the way back today, and it was the dude didn't have the AC on. He's like keeping the AC off, and it's very uncool.
Save fuel.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to. I don't know. It's just so weird to live in such an environment, to just be like sweating your fucking balls off, sitting in a car for 15 hours. I don't know. It was just not that pleasant.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I have most of the Uber rides I've had. I have like a lot because I usually get them after a night out and either coming back or going into town. And most of them have been pretty solid. I don't really talk. There's one dude I chatted with heaps during the ride. You just wanted to chat, I guess. But kept telling me, like, this dude, he just got back from, like, Melbourne. Like, he drove a guy from Canberra to Melbourne for, like, the guy paid him, like, something grand just to get him to Melbourne because he had a job to get to. And he was up on the piss the night before and he just needed to get to work at, like, some slaughterhouse or some shit. And he just had to, like, And so he paid this dude, like, two and something grand to go. Just, like, on the spot. And then tipped him like $500 or something like that.
That's those classic.
And this dude, classic.
That's that classic, like blue collar dude. You see it all the time with guys who get like really good paying jobs. They make like $60 an hour, and then they just spend it all on the stupid shit because they just they don't know how to be rich. They don't know how to have a bunch of money. So they just like punch the most expensive packs of darts and just like play the pokes and pay dudes like thousands of dollars to take them to their job because they can't be fucking bothered to like do their shit properly.
Apparently, like he finished at like it was like 5:30. He had to work at like 12 or some shit, and so he was late. I don't think it was to Melbourne, but it was like pretty close. It was like a 5 or 6 hour drive apparently, according to this dude.
But that much cash, I mean, couldn't you just catch a plane?
Yeah, he just didn't care, bro. He had to go pick up all his shit and put it in the back of the fucking
Uber,
back of the Corolla. Like all these tools. Yeah, he basically brought like out like, you know, a serial killer's like rucksack or some shit.
Tools,
just full of like all these tools. Yeah.
Just a human being shaped garbage bags all taped up, and then zip ties and hammers and gloves. Surgical gloves, like medical syringes.
He's like, I'm just going to a slaughterhouse, bro. I'm just, that's why it stinks back there, bro. That's why he's covered in blood and shit. Yeah,
this is just the beef.
You might give me a hand. I know. It feels like a dead body. Dude, it's crazy. Now put it in the back there. Let's just throw it in. Yeah,
just chuck her in there.
But yeah, no. So that was a pretty crazy story. I talked to that dude for ages. He was kind of racist. Like,
against
Indians.
you? Oh, what was he?
No, Indians. I think he was Arabic. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure where, like what kind, but like, you know, I think he was maybe in Saudi. But yeah, he just told me he didn't like Indian dudes. True.
And you were just like, fair enough, so fine.
I was like, well, it's like, I didn't really have an opinion, bro. Like, yeah.
I'd be so annoyed if I paid a guy thousands of dollars and then I found out he was a racist. I'd be like, damn it. I didn't give that dude any fucking money. So should I give him a tip for this shit as well? I'd be like, fuck.
I'm sure that blue collar dude probably doesn't.
Probably racist.
He's just like,
you probably talk.
Yeah, me too. Fucking.
Probably talked him around. It's probably hour 3, and he was like, number 43 that I fucking hate about Indians. Always smell like curry. I know I said it before.
Yeah.
I already bloody brought this up, but it's that bad.
I know I brought that up. I know that was number 2 and 16 and also 24. But I need to hammer that point back here. I love to eat it. I just can't stand the smell of it.
But they're always just serving it to me, bruh. That's why I get
every time I walk into an Indian restaurant, it smells like fucking curry, bro. I'm so sick of it, man.
Over. That's why I'm starting the first ever bloody white man curry restaurant. Bloody Jim's Curry House. Bloody Jim's Big Curries.
Jim's Curry House.
Big Jim's Butter Chickens.
Big Jim's Butter Chickens.
And we also do snag rolls.
Yeah, okay. That's an appetizer. Have a bloody fucking snag. Oh.
Have a Frankfurter and a korma, yeah.
But yeah, he asked where I was from. And I was like, oh, I'm Papua New Guinean, or like half Papua New Guinean or whatever. And he was just like, oh yeah, you look Arab, so you're alright. I was like, okay.
Yeah, dudes are always bringing up, Arab dudes like to bring it up. Lebanese guys really like to bring up, like, that other dudes look Lebanese, or that they like Lebanese. You know, it's like, yeah, man.
It's like, you
keep it in the
tribe. Lebanese? No, you could, man. Could be. Never know. No,
definitely not. No, I'm the whitest motherfucker who ever lived, so nobody mistakes me for shit. They're always just like, hey, a white guy. What are you, British?
White dude. British. What are you, Dutch?
Yeah. A Scandi is about as like exotic as I get.
So what's new with you?
What's new with me? Jeez, well, I finished Dark Souls, which is
crazy.
Well, I always go.
Was it the first time?
No. I finished a bunch of times. I finished it, and I was like, I always go, man, I love the first half of Dark Souls. It's so fucking good. I'll play the first half, and then I'll go, how about this? I'll push through. I'll finish it. I'll do the second half, and then I'll get to the New Game Plus, and I'll get to play the first half again, and it'll be sweet. But the first half is so much worse when you already have all the like weapons that you need. You already have the best shit. You just like steamroll through the first like half of the game anyway. It doesn't make a difference. So it's not nearly as fun. Plus, you just played the really big, long, bad half of Dark Souls, so you like are burnt out on playing the game.
Yeah, over it.
So I always get there, and I always do just like the first couple bosses. Then like anyway, that's enough of that. Even though it was the whole point of me doing the fucking game was to play the game again.
I think Dark Souls 3 didn't feel like that to me. I didn't. Yeah, Dark Souls 1, I think I did feel the exact same way when I was like, yeah, let's do a New Game Plus. Like, ooh, just finish that game, ready to play. And then as soon as I started, I was like, yeah, I can't be bothered. But Dark Souls 3, I remember I was so into like a New Game Plus like immediately. I was like, I was just, immediately wanted to just go through the whole game again. But that was pretty good.
I did that with Elden Ring, I guess, to be fair. I finished that shit like 5 or 6 times.
I still haven't finished that.
Really?
I'm up to some dude in that crumbling Azura place.
Oh, really?
And he versus me, he's pretty fucking easy at the start, and then halfway through he decides to just like rip off his fucking shirt. He's this mad buff wolf guy.
I know who you mean.
Black Malakareth.
He's the guy with like
Malachi. I don't know.
Yeah, he's the guy with the destined death. Yeah. So
and then he just pulls out all these fucking crazy moves on you, like in his half. Then I'm just like, okay. I remember at the point I was just like, I'll play it again tomorrow, and then I just haven't played it again in a little while. But I'll get to it. I do like it. I finished.
He's the hardest boss, probably.
Yeah. Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Even harder than what's her name? Melania.
I would say probably because she's more predictable. He does a lot of just like jump across the map like crazy attacks, but she has like telegraphed stuff, so you just have to it's kind of boring
True,
to
you
get
just
good at
kinda-
her because you just have to do the same thing over and over again. You have to be really certain what you're doing.
Yeah. You just have to roll around a bunch. I found out, and have a mimic tier just ready to play off. Just take most of the brunt of the
mimic
shit
tier
for you.
is overpowered. Tish is the other one that's really overpowered.
Tish.
Tish, yes. No, he really hasn't. Pathetic.
No. Well, I use like mimic tier, and that I used a jellyfish to start off with, and I was just mimic tier, and that's all I used.
Really, there was just those two.
Yeah.
I had one of the knights for a while, the halberd knight. I can't remember his name.
Oh, I used those villagers for a little bit, but they fucking suck. They like just got absolutely steamrolled every time. They're like, oh, like run into battle, and then just immediately, just half of them just get wiped out in those boss fights.
No, if you upgrade, because I had them fully upgraded. I remember it was the demi-humans, I think it was. Whatever it is that has, I think it's the demi-humans like that, are really good because they're just like the fellas, like come on out, and they just the boys, like the gang of boys, just like rush them down and fuck them up. Yeah. And you can also do a strat where you have those guys, and then you can do a heal that also heals your allies, like a big wide range heal. So you can just like constantly be doing that while they're getting fucked up. But there's too many.
Were you a spellcaster?
Very first playthrough, I was a sorcerer, I believe.
Sorcerer.
Yeah.
I was I have a very crazy dex build, so it's just all my dex weapon. I think its base damage is like 800 and something or some shit like that, and so like,
whoa, dude.
And then plus 2 for 300 or whatever it is. Whoa. It's fucked, man. It's crazy.
Whoa,
yeah,
that's crazy. That's so sweet, dude.
I 3-hit a lot of bosses and shit. It's pretty hectic.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. These guys don't. That's why they're saying, Dex is sex.
Dex is, that's true. Spells are for show, sex, knives baby. Are for pro.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I did the last game I played though. I'm taking a break from Assassin's Creed. I'm burnt out. It's like finished like 5 in like the last
fucking suck.
Couple of weeks.
I like the way you could just finish 5 games by holding forward and right trigger and A, and that's just like, well, I did that for 25 straight hours, and now I finished every Assassin's Creed game.
There's a little more strategy to it.
There's really not more
sneak
strategy
around,
to it.
Hide around. You got to
hide in absurd things that wouldn't hide a person.
Yeah. But like, so I played fuck, what was it called? It's that Dark Pictures, The Devil in Me, the latest one.
I can't say I know it.
It's like those games like Man of Medan and
Man of Meat,
Man of Medan or whatever the fuck it's called.
Man of Meat.
Man of Meat. And then House of Ashes and Little Hope. You know those games like the...
Literally,
fucking Until Dawn?
Until Dawn, yes.
Like Until Dawn? Yeah, they're like those games. Until Dawn. Like the same developers.
Right, okay.
The same, yeah. We bought that Quarry. That Quarry is another one by them. But these ones, these Dark Picture games are like an anthology series that are separate from those. They're, I don't know, it's their own little world sort of thing. And I played it. It's like based on H.H. Holmes sort of thing. Some guys
get down with that
by H.H. Holmes.
I fucking fuck with H.H. Holmes. I mean, I don't think he's cool or fun, but he's interesting.
I get down with that dude. I fuck with that guy.
That dude is fucking badass, man. We would have been homies back in the day. Just poisoning women and building like hotels that just have dead ends for no reason and confusing mazes. Yeah.
So apparently, I read that. Apparently, that was just all false. Apparently, it's just a pretty standard fucking hotel he owned, and there was like nothing really crazy with it.
Yeah, it was all pretty much like made up, except there was one dead end, but they think that was just because like he didn't pay the contractor because he was just this swindler. So the contractor was like, I'm just going to bring this up. I'm not going to finish building your fuck you. I'm going to do another room. Why don't you fuck yourself? Just put a fucking door here.
Plus, you're wigging me out, man.
Plus, you're the weirdest guy I've ever fucking met. Because you think about H.H. Holmes as being this dapper English, like he's in this suit and a top, and he's like, oh, please, enter my drawing room and sample some of my bourbons. But he was for sure just this, like, really fucking, like, disabled dude being like, oh, hey, you're pretty. Drink this. I was just like, oh, my God.
He's like, don't cross me though, otherwise I might kill you.
The most socially inept.
He comes. I'm gonna fill up this fucking wall real quick and then get out of here.
I'm just gonna put bricks here and pretend I put a room here.
Job's done, Holmes. I'm leaving the country now.
Don't look for me.
Don't look for me, fucking weirdo. Surely
you'd just like fucking give him just like Tommy two taps, just like do that, just like what the fuck did you say, bruv? This contractor.
From what I read about him, it seems like he was just like he was just a little sneaky bastard. Like that's the best way to describe him. Skeevy fucking dude.
Scumbag,
and he didn't like ever like try to kill anyone from like face to face like a man. he had to do it like a pussy.
Well, he was a poisoner, right? And apparently, if you're a poisoner, like you are a poisoner, like that's your thing. Like you do it a lot. Like you have this mental tick that makes you be like, I fucking love to poison people, and I love to know that people die even if I don't see them die and shit. Like apparently, it's like a real it's a poisoner. Like you are like very categorical as that, and you have a bunch of different like traits, and you can be profiled like really specifically as a poisoner. Lots of women are poisoners. That's why it sort of has a rep as being a pussy thing to do. Even though it's badass. Poisoning is badass.
Badass to poisoning someone is badass. That sounds like something H. Holmes would say to himself. Just don't forget. Poisoning is badass.
Just in the mirror being like, you're a man, you're a champion. Poisoning people is badass. Keep doing what you're doing.
Badass. Okay?
You're killing it, you're crushing it. That contractor deserves what he got. You'll get to that filling in that room. That's just a wall. You'll do it.
You'll make it.
Don't worry. That's another hotel that guests will enjoy.
You don't you listen to all those people saying how much cooler the people who stab people are? Don't you listen to that? The poisoners are the coolest. Poisoners are the shit. Cool.
And also, you run a dope hotel. When you're not poisoning the guests, it's you do a great turn-down service. Your continental breakfast, second to none, alright, man? You're killing it. People love eggs and pancakes.
And people love it. And they're like right next to that fair. I couldn't have chosen a perfect location for it. It's going to be such good business.
And I don't care what that 10-year-old girl says. It's not creepy and weird. It's really cool, and it's not eerie and strange and next to a haunting fun fair.
And my mustache and bowl hat works. God damn it works.
This may not be on trend now, but it is really cool. Excuse me, can I check into the hotel? What are you doing over there? Just 10 minutes every morning.
Yeah. He's psyching himself up, his own hype man.
You gotta be your own hype man.
Yeah, and I think his last name wasn't even Holmes. He just like Sherlock Holmes a lot.
Yeah. Well, like that. I don't think his middle name was H even. I think he just had one H. And then he was like, well, maybe all three.
Oh, yeah? Sure.
Harry Hubert Holmes. I can't remember what his fucking name was.
Huey Holmes. Harold Hubert Holmes. His name's like Haggett or something like that. No wonder you got changed.
Well,
Harold Hubert
he wasn't
Haggett.
Actually cool, but he's like a cool idea of what the myth became. Of this like weird,
like a murder house.
Yeah, like
that's cool. That's cool.
Hotel.
I wish that's the thing. The game is like about like someone who's like taking inspiration from and made their own like murder house sort of thing.
Right. So they're inspired by the myth of H.H. Holmes.
Yeah. Well, they're inspired by his like they make the murders like that. That it was like
that crazy.
Exactly what he was like. Ooh, he's a wacky dude, man. Makes them watch like his
porn. His
victims watch each other die and shit like that. He had like these mirror walls and shit. Yeah.
Well,
which if I ever build a house, I think I'm gonna have to like if I ever build my own house, I'll probably make a. I don't think I'll make a murder house, but I'll make like a lot of like hidden doorways and shit like that, like, so I can just trick my kids and shit and just like be like, he's like, Dad, where that is? And I'm like, oh, I'm right around here, but I just snuck around through this hallway that I created.
So it's barely.
It's like I'm gonna be the best at hide and seek. Like they're never gonna find me because I'm gonna be in the fucking walls.
I like the idea that you have this house and you want to have heaps of secret passages and shit. And then I go to your house. I'm like, man, this is like a really big place. Look how big this fucking house is. And I go in, and it's just fucking tiny on the inside because everywhere is just hollow walls and crawl spaces, and everything has to be pushed in 6 feet so you can have like passages on every fucking wall.
It's kind of cramped.
It's like a tiny apartment.
It doesn't look like that from the outside.
What the fuck? Why are there so many bookcases? What the? And why are there so many like torch sconces on the wall? What the fuck is that about? Why did you decorate this way?
Why do you have a photo of you, but there's no eyeballs? What is up with that?
That's creepy as fuck, man.
That's creepy as fuck.
That's wild.
Like,
a lot of
you're not supposed to look that close.
Lots of suits of armor around here. I didn't think you were into that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and then I think I wouldn't make a bird house. I don't think I'd like to have like traps and booby traps and shit.
Right,
to be honest,
okay.
But I don't think the two-way mirrors. I don't think would be very cool. I think it's a bit of invasive thing. Yeah, and
sure, yeah.
So I might skip out on those, but just like crawlways and like passageways, just like the book, like a book that you have to pull forward that'll hit a lever.
Do you know what book it would be?
Imagine trying to like
it's like some kind of like hidden message in the book's title, or do you have a favorite book? Just Jack Reacher like novels. Every time you see a Reacher novel, it's like the fucking the secret passageway because he's so smart.
It's like I have so many Reacher novels. I have the entire all 20 books.
The omnibus, yeah.
You don't know which one it is because it's going to be my favorite one. Oh, actually, it'll be a fake. The only reason
you'll be able to tell
is because it's not a real. Yeah, it's not a real Reacher book. That's the one I made up and just put it's a lever. Yeah,
but it does have your fan fiction inside of it, but you can't open it.
It does. Yeah, I wrote a full novel, but it's not.
No one ever gets to read it. It's sealed inside this lever, basically this mechanism.
I was like, yeah, but it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty proud of it. It's a good read. Honestly, if you can read it.
I regret making up a copy. I should have made a copy. I should have done it digitally, but I did it on a typewriter. So.
And I also had to coat the book in like what is that shit with the resin as well, so that it would never fall apart. So it's you can never even open the damn thing. If you try to take it off, it's solid,
indestructible. Sure,
because it's a damn switch. But inside, in one of these, that's what I should do. Is I should have like a cardboard cutout, so if anyone ever discovers it, there's just like one of the hallways leads to like a room, but there's always a big cutout of Jack Reacher in there. So there's a giant fucking man at the end of the hallway. So you never want to go there. As soon as you see it, you're just like, you just run away. You don't like go into you just see a buff dude, just standing there, just like.
I would mock you for your terrible idea, but frankly, if I went into, I was like, what is this? A secret passage? And then it was like the right low light, and I just saw like an oiled up, huge shirtless dude. I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get absolutely fucking sexually assaulted right now. I gotta bounce. I gotta fucking immediately bounce. Fuck this. That dude is definitely not just already behind this fucking wall for any good reason. He's not waiting there to do some good things. He's not a good Samaritan. You know what I mean?
I have like a sensor on the ground that plays like an audio file when you walk in. There's like a scene in one of the shows where he's like, is like, oh, do you want to dance, partner? Some shit like that. And you walk in.
Come to dance,
do you want to dance?
Partner? Oh my god. I don't.
And triggers like some fucking trance music. It's like, it seems like he's about to walk into like,
just text me glistening with oil as well.
It is. It's actually it's not a cardboard cutout. It's just a fucking massive animatronic wax fucking figure of him. Physically just make it animatronic so he kind of like moves his hands a bit, so he's kind of a bit sway. So you hear the dance partner. So it's a bit alluring.
Well, okay, I guess you got it all figured out. You can have all the secret passages that you like now.
Yeah.
So you can fuck with your kids.
Well, yeah.
Was the reason that you wanted them. That was the best reason you could think up to do with these. Because there's not many fun, ethical reasons to have shit like that. Like,
no, there's not. That's like no, there's not. It's all very sinister. It's all devious.
I suppose like the only things are like friendly pranks are one of the less devious reasons, and then the other one is just I just like my alone time. I just want there to be a place.
Oh yeah, you just fuck off into your little dungeon sort of thing, your secret room. It's like you're done. With the kids. You're done with the wife. Get yourself a secret room. Get yourself a place, a sanctuary.
For 2 days into the wall.
Just disappear.
You're just like, I'm going to go put some laundry on. And they're like, oh, it's gone. I like to think it's just like a pivoting panel in the wall that just perfectly. So you just like.
I like to think that
you still hear your family being like, where is he?
Yeah. No, I like to think that you think that you're like all like you like to think it's all sneaky and you're just going to sneak off, but they know he's like he's going to fuck off into the walls, and your wife's just like that's the last straw. I'm sick of him doing this. I'm sick of him going into the fucking walls for a couple of days. I'm divorcing him. That's it.
You hear that? We're getting divorced.
Like he's just listening to like techno.
He's just got headphones. Like, and then she just bricks up the fucking secret passage while he's she's just like, that's absolutely fucking it. Kids, help me break up this passage.
Go into your...
If you were, yes.
I was going to say, he's like, you want to go into your secret home? You can stay there. You're done. You hear me?
Hope you got a lifetime.
I hope you can hear me.
Down there, you prick. He's got the headphones, like big screen porn and the headphones. Big screen PMV. PMV/HMV, like 60-inch screens.
Not even jerking off. It's just a visceral experience.
Just dancing.
Just dancing.
Just vibing. Those fucked gonzo.
Can you imagine going into like a club or something and like they're just playing fucking just full penetration just on the fucking screen.
The DJ's like spinning and it's like hell yeah. Just fucked. Just like triple P like rough ass fucking scene. Yeah. Just like damn.
He's like, whoop. This one's for the single ladies.
Yeah, get a drink and get on the fucking dance floor. Woo. So if you were designing a house, secret passages aside, what if you had not a huge amount of money? Let's say you had you have the land and then you have like $1 million. Not like a crazy amount of money. If you have $1 million, what are you building? What's going in? What's the rooms? What are some of the specialty rooms? What are some of the must-haves? For me, walk-in closet. Man. I have not ever had a walk-in closet, but that shit is like luxury. It's so it seems so easy to keep it clean and organized and shit, where you can physically go into the space and have all your shit. It's just room. It's just you have enough room for your shit, and then you don't have to worry about your shirts being all fucking crammed up and shit.
Now hear me out.
I'd get one of those fancy drawers.
A walk-in closet inside the walk-in closet. Okay. You got an inception of walk-in closets, and one of them leads to the secret room.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta go deep. Yeah. Oh, that's the best way to hide it. But in the walk-in closet, that's though it's been done to death. Everyone knows if you're gonna find a secret room, it's gonna be in the walk-in closet. You just gotta push the things aside. Yeah, it's exactly
right, so you,
exactly where you're gonna find it. You gotta push this aside. Yeah, put the coats aside. Boom. There's a little makeshift wall that obviously doesn't suit anything else. Just gotta push little buttons. Couple of find the little switch. Yeah, easy. So yeah, that's one thing to do.
I guess, but people aren't just going to wander into the closet.
But they might.
They got to be
Look
snooping.
at your threads.
Yeah.
Like to see what you got. Yeah.
Don't fucking touch them.
You just want
the drip.
Have a look at my closet. And then what? You just don't let them actually look at them. They just look at the profile of your clothes.
Don't let anyone go in this closet. Look, I said secret rooms aside. Don't get dived back into where you'd hide secret rooms.
Oh, okay.
What do you have in without secret rooms? Because I'd get walk-in closet and I'd have a fancy drawer just for watches. I have to buy some watches, of course, but I'd never wear them. But
that sounds kind of cool. I'd make a record wall, like a wall for records.
Really?
Yeah.
With your favorite vinyls on there?
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go grab my favorite vinyl and show you exactly what's gonna be there.
Nate's gonna go grab his favorite vinyl. I don't know how. Okay, he's jogged out of the room, so I don't know how long this is going to take him. I expected his favorite vinyl to be in. Suppose he's not in his bedroom, right? He's in his office. I'll describe Nate's office to you a little bit. So he's got this blue and black gaming notes back. Never mind. He's done his fucking. Okay. Put his headphones on.
You talking shit?
Oh, you heard me. You heard me say that. Okay. Look at slow reveal. Whoa. The Spider-Man original motion picture score. Damn. With the price tag on, was that $8.99? That's a good looking vinyl.
It was
cover.
$84.
$84? Damn.
There was two of them. So
Really?
there was a silver one, so I got the silver one, and there was a gold one. The gold one was $75. Nothing is different except for the color of them.
Maybe this one has real silver in it, because the gold one you can put real gold in a record too soft.
I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be worth something. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Watch me make
Keep it
$1,000 off this. It doesn't have the Chad Kroger song at the end of it. It's just got the end credits, so it's lacking a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't have When a hero can save us.
What a worthless piece of junk. Does it have any sound bites, Tobey Maguire? Like, I suppose you haven't listened to it.
No, you gotta add those in. Those are ad libs for you to add in. But
that's the fun of the record.
But it's got everything, man. It's got the main title, the classic transformations, costume montage, great scene, revenge, first web, something's different, city montage, alone, parade attack, Spectre of the Goblin. All these names have kind of been pretty dog shit so far. But Spectre of the Goblin, Revelation, Getting Through, Final Confrontation, Farewell, and then end credits. And that's the official motion picture score.
That's every track. That's the whole track list.
Yeah, I haven't opened it yet, but apparently it's got a poster inside of it too.
Well, don't open it, man. If you bought it as an investment, just look up the tracks.
Yeah, I bought it as an investment that I'm going to keep. I'm going to be the one who owns that record that's worth $1,000 Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to make money off it. You lied. You're just going to make joy out of listening to the record.
Yeah, it's like it's more like emotional money. It's like a fulfillment on my end rather than paper literal money. No, it's like wake up, put on the Spider-Man record. That's a good day.
Already, just the way to ensure every day is a good day is just you wake up and you drop the needle on the fucking Spider-Man record.
Already done. That's how you make sure you secure a good day. Because I don't think I have any other soundtrack. Actually, I do have the Empire Strikes Back soundtrack, which is
hell yeah,
which is pretty good. Yeah, but I don't know how much that one. I think I bought that one for like $30 at like a second-hand shop.
So it was already been spun though. Is it like an original, like old from the 80s, or is it like a new like remaster? 20?
Yeah, no, it's like an old.
Oh really?
I think it's an old 80s one.
Damn.
I can go get it.
Oh, he's going to get another record? Alrighty then. He's just popping the headphones off. Alright, let's get another record. So I'll continue to describe his office. So he's got this blue and black sort of gaming chair, which is pretty generic. He's got one of those hanging laundry basket things. It's sort of like the individual net sections with the sort of porthole round. You can it's hanging there. One layer has, I think, laundry in it, a few clothes. The rest of the layers are empty. This sort of tower of net on his back. It's got a chicken picture in the back of him.
You keep talking shit, bro.
I'm not talking shit.
Alright, see? Now that's the Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that's a good cover. Damn.
Oops.
I like that. Yeah. It's like Luke standing next to a tauntaun on Hoth. He's doing like hero pose, like Flash Gordon style. And then what is that? Their base?
You got Bespin?
Bespin.
That's Bespin.
Cloud City.
That's Bespin.
Yes.
But it makes much sense because then you got like this X-Wing buried in the Hoth in the background.
Yeah, you got the Hoth speeder. That's
continue
buried in
the ice. Oh, is it a Hoth speeder?
I don't know.
That's his X-Wing.
Okay.
X-Wing.
Even more.
So it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make much sense.
So it's X-Wing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an old one from the 80s, I found. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No,
those two are really cool. I got a whole bunch of others, but they're just like band stuff, not cool.
They're music, not crazy. Just like
music,
movies
not like
that people made. So you make a wall for your records. Surely you could do that now. Just
no, I wouldn't do a wall. I'd do like a shelf for records. And then I'd have like the Spider-Man one, obviously framed. I mean, in center, above all the rest. Because I have a lot. Well, I don't have heaps. I've got like maybe like 40 or something like that.
Okay.
So like, but like they're just. I don't want to. I want them to have them like nice and neat up. So that's what I do. That would be in my studio, my beat laboratory.
Right. So would you make a recording studio? Is one of the things that you would create.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot more ambitious than a shelf that you could put records on. You have $1 million, and you're like a kitchen and a shelf, maybe. Like.
And one secret room.
Sure. Okay. Well, the studio.
So this place is listed as 2 bedrooms, but there's just one bedroom. There's just one room in total in this entire place. What is this? Oh yeah, no. There's a secret one. Secret one on the other side of this wall.
The other bedroom's right through here, sir. Follow me. And then as he turns around the corner, you're already gone. You're just vanished.
You're just looking through the eyes.
The eye painting. I'll take it. Can we change the painting so it's me? Yes, sir, we can. Muffled through the painting.
From the painting. No!
Don't move.
No.
Okay.
The painting stays. But what's gonna stop you from like once I buy this place? What's gonna stop me from like just taking the painting down? I have my ways inside.
I'll kill you with a machete. Oh my god. I'll think about it. Alright.
He made some good points.
It is a good price. I do like the bathroom. It's nice. Just it's like, wait, are you there? I do this bathroom is quite spacious on the other side of the mirror. I can hear you. Yes, it is quite nice. Tiling is all new.
I had to replace it after the mess I made before.
What are you
trying to think about it?
A murder that he did? So a terrible murder?
It's harrowing music. It's like, what kind of mess? I shit myself on the way to the toilet.
So I was so close, honestly. So close. It was like pants down, but was not over the toilet. It was that close.
Speaking of which, I'm currently prairie dogging, and I must use that.
Please exit.
So I can use the secret entrance. I must do it completely naked. Otherwise, I will smear my underpants with shit right now. Very
mature, yeah. Such a highbrow riff. I hope you're enjoying this one, Tools fans. The weirder sort of tangents that are going on. It's called Weird H.H. Holmes that poos himself. That's what that character is called. He's trying to sell his house.
I'm trying to... Yeah, just... Hey, there's one more thing. This dead end here. What's the deal with the dead end? Oh, the contractor was a cunt.
That's just beef with a contractor. That's
he's a dick.
He's
also dead.
It used to just drop out into the ground outside, so I just bricked it up. I don't know. I feel like I could have done more stuff. I don't know.
Yes, I don't have enough time. I'm trying to manage this house. Everyone keeps calling it a murder house. I've only committed murders, not in the house, or outside.
Yes, I have murdered people. Never in the house, though. The house it's not the house's fault. The house didn't do anything.
The only thing that's been murdered in here is my bowels when I've shit myself. That is it.
Would you move into a house if people had been murdered there? Like, would it deter you? Because they have to disclose it. And I always thought it's weird.
Depends.
Like, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, yeah, okay. Especially if it was like
Depends
some
if
dude
it was, like-
killed his brother because he hated it. You know what I mean? Like some beef. He's not going to come back for me.
Yeah, that's what-
He's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to come kill this guy. Like, no. He's just going to be in prison or dead or whatever.
I can't believe you live in the house where my brother was murdered.
By me.
How could you?
Well, yeah. It's not going to happen. I wouldn't give a shit. If
yeah, I was gonna say unless it was like a personal, like, you know, it was just like in the moment, sort of like crime of passion between people living there. Yeah, but if it was like a home invasion, yeah, I probably would be like,
a couple of roommates playing
probably
Uno.
not.
Well, even if it was a home invasion, just like a random robbery gone wrong. I'd be
and they got murdered.
I'd be
a bit like, damn.
I'd be chill. Honestly, I wouldn't give a shit, especially if the price was good.
I remember one time I was looking for a house to rent back home, and went to this one place, and the area itself was like, man, it's not great, but like it was near the Girraween, and so like wasn't too great. But the dude showing us was like, yeah, it's like pretty nice house, man. Look, like it's like pretty nice, and there was this big fuck off crack just across like the main front door, and I was just like, what happened there? He's like, honestly, I don't know. Probably like mowing lawn, rock, hit it, something. Yeah. Anyway,
probably a dude just like, smashed the door in and fucked up the people inside. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
That was his legitimate thing. He was just like, like mowing the lawn and the rocks hit it. Yeah. Anyway, he's like, yeah, let's go inside. Let's have a look. I'll say it's a pretty nice house. The entire place was tiled though. There was no carpets at all in the entire house.
Tile everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. It was so white. It was crazy. It was so fucking white.
My apartment is all stone though, and I fucking love it. Just stone floor through the whole thing. It's like
that's not that too. No. Yeah,
it's sick. I fucking love it.
I prefer wood. I prefer the wood slabs.
I guess they age and they get shitty and they wear out. Like if I was renting a place, I'd for sure put stone through the place.
If you treat it, it's fine. If you like lacquer it and make it look all sexy shit.
You gotta fucking keep doing that every 5 minutes, and they get all scuffed.
Don't have to fight. It's like every 20 years or some shit like that.
You have to fucking lacquer it every 20 years, bro.
Yeah,
it may as well be every 20 minutes, bro. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but usually you've moved on from there. You're done with that place. That's the next person's problem.
Whatever. No.
But this place, the shower in this place was fucking huge. It was the same. It was like the shower itself was the size of the bathroom. So the bathroom was probably 3-4 meters wide. Like it was pretty fucking wide.
And what, the shower was the entire length of it?
Yeah, the shower was the length, and it had 2 shower heads on each side.
That's good. So you could shower with the boys, with their buddies.
Prison style. It looked like a prison shower.
That's so funny. Just shower with the fellas. Why would you ever use that? Because my shower has 2, but it's like a one from straight down and one from across. It's not like weird separate. Yeah. I guess that's good. The good thing about that is you can just like do a shit on the floor in the shower, and you don't have to clean that for a week. You can just fucking use the other side.
Walk on the other side.
Just like, all right, bros, we got to use the other side of the shower because I did a shit on the other side. It'll wash eventually. It'll get fucking passively rinsed away.
Because I was looking at it and I was like, damn, that's like a nice shower. It looks pretty cool. And then I was like, but why is there one on each side? I guess like you could. I guess it was like designed around like, you know, a couple maybe showering on each side.
But was it close enough to?
No, they were like in the middle? On the other side. No, they were like so. There was a big middle space that just was not going to be used by anyone. Yeah,
just have some third guy standing in between the two people showering. It's been like nice.
I don't think there was, but I'd like to imagine there was a third one just in the middle, just a third shower head just dangling straight down. So there's just showers with the boys. Yeah,
I mean it would be good to.
Yo, bro, I'm taking the right side today, bro. Oh, it's all good, man. I'll take the left. Yeah, we can be in the middle later, dude.
Let's touch tips in the middle. We can swap, dude. We can do that thing where you walk up and you don't know which person's going to go which direction, and you sort of get a bit tangled up. Yeah, we can do that, dude.
We kind of take it up. We kind of touch dicks, and then we also kiss. Maybe we could try that out, bro.
Dude. Just shower, man. It would be good to film pornos in though. Surely, because you could stand in the middle. You could be dry. You could keep the camera dry, but you could still get into the action. You know what I mean? Nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. You get right balls deep into the action. Definitely, the place seemed like it was designed by someone who had watched quite a few pornos because everything was so white. It was just so white. It was
Easy
just so
mop,
clean.
Just like jizz-proof tiles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you just wipe that shit away with a towel.
I will say the kitchen was brand new and it was really nice. It was a very nice kitchen.
Really,
very nice bench spot.
As a landlord, if I put to the money of putting a fucking brand new kitchen into my house, I'd also make sure the door didn't look like it had been fucking smashed in. I would also take some time and take some measure to ensure that it doesn't look like hordes of maniacs are going to smash into your apartment and fuck you up in your new kitchen.
Yeah. That front door also, it didn't just look like it was, I should have went deeper into it, but it didn't look like it had just been like kicked in, because it definitely did look like it just been fucking just kicked in. But it also, the like handle and like the lock was kind of fucked. You had a bit of trouble unlocking it to start off with. Because I swear someone was like just trying to fucking yank the door off. Like that's what was going on. And he was like, he's probably like, yeah, I think he was just, it's a cold day. So last guy who was here just had a bit of trouble opening the door. It's cold,
It's a bit chilly. Well, so the kitchen was brand new because the old kitchen was just fucked. Like it was just unusable, like destroyed.
Probably the people who used to live there probably just trashed the place. I would say they're most likely
fucking meth in the kitchen.
Probably. It was a pretty rough area, and it's not on the good side. Or not on the good side. Apparently, the street that it's on, there's a good side, which is where all the uni kids live, and then there's a bad side, which is just where we have the disenfranchised. Basically, that's
the people who can't get a fucking break. Yeah, who aren't the fucking yuppie university scum.
Yeah. I did have a walk around. I was like, oh, that's not too bad. Like, I could probably fit in. And just went like up the road, and it's immediately got yelled at by school kids coming from school, and I was like, that scared me more than anything.
Well, when the kids are tough in the neighborhood, when they're rough and ready, that's how you know the shit is like. That's how you know the shit is like a bad neighborhood. If
the kids are threatening to stab you, it's probably
are fucking squaring up. Yeah, you don't have a chance against the mainstream population.
Yeah. But that place didn't have any secret rooms or anything, unfortunately.
No, most places do not have secret rooms, in fact.
I would like to find a place. I'd like to rent a place that has a secret room. I think that'd be dope. I think that would be a cool thing to find.
I suppose, but then
I'm
weirded out by what they do in the secret room.
Yeah, but that's that's all part of the fun, though. That's the intrigue. What happened in the secret room?
But then what happens when you get into your investigation and you're just like, this isn't fun at all. These Polaroids aren't fun in the slightest. This isn't fun.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't know.
I wish I had no idea about the secret room.
I wish I never found the secret room. This wasn't cool in the least.
And it's not cool because the cops are in the Polaroids. How am I supposed to deal with this? I can't talk to anyone.
Is that the police chief? Oh my god. That'd be upsetting.
This isn't fun.
Although, to be fair,
how would you?
I wouldn't recognize the fucking commissioner, the police commissioner. If I saw him, I'd be like, oh, some guy. Even if he was wearing a cop uniform, even if he was wearing the police commissioner's uniform with a badge, and I'd be like, he's just a weird dude. He likes to dress up as the police commissioner. There's no way that's him. I know that he probably looks like that. I know he probably is just some fucking white guy in his 60s, but that's not him, for sure. No way. Also, wouldn't know the mayor of anywhere if I saw them. I wouldn't. Yeah.
And I'm definitely sure these aren't his kids. I'm positive about that.
Well, that man and those children aren't related. I can tell from what they're. I sure hope they're not related.
I would hope
because that's crossing another line. There's a lot of lines that have already been crossed. I would hope that there's one line that this man leaves uncrossed. But no. Looking at the next Polaroid, this man has no boundaries.
This was supposed to be a fun secret room. Now I'm just traumatized.
Great. Thank you very much.
I was just hoping for some gold or some treasure. not pedophilia. God damn it.
I should get some gold and put it somewhere. Just as a nice treasure for someone to find.
Yeah. I've been thinking. That's what I was going to do in the house I previously owned. I was going to put some shit. Actually, I left some treasure for those people under the house. Hell yeah, I left them a lot of treasure.
I don't know what that's a euphemism for. Is that you're a murderer? H.H. Holmes style treasure? Or?
Yeah, I had my own little secret room, which was just underneath the floors. No,
that's not a secret room. That's just the space of your house that you forced your way into and did weird shit in. Can't just get that fast and loose with secret room definitions.
I had to do insulation one time, so I had to get under the house. There was a massive snail graveyard under my old house.
A snail graveyard. This is
a lot of dead snails.
How many? Like
hundreds and hundreds.
Really?
Yeah, like so fucking many. And then just like I was breathing in snail dust and shit while I was doing it.
Like mummified. What killed the snails? What compelled these snails to come here and die?
I don't know. There's so many though. There was like
there some kind of poison.
So just like. Well, it could have just been just maybe the moisture or something. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe
do they eat the insulation actually? Because I swear.
Well, I don't know. This is pre-insulation, so there was no insulation in the floor.
Yeah, but did they eat it all?
No, I don't think there was insulation at all to start off with. It's an old fucking house. But yeah, but where I was going with was I'd use that foam insulation, and you basically break it off and you fit it in between the floorboards and like all the beams underneath the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I did that. And so I'd break like off this shit and do it. I spent like fucking a whole day under there. Came out asthmatic for a little bit. And I was because I was breathing in too much snail shit. Basically.
Shit and...
Probably.
Did you wear
probably snail shit, snail shells. I had a jumpsuit on. So
right. What about your face and mouth? You fucking
No,
idiot.
I didn't have shit.
Wear a dust mask at least. Okay, so I googled why are there so many dead snails under my house, but there's nothing. I can't find. I can't find anything. This one is trying to kill slugs and snails the humane way, which is I don't know. If you're going to do the wholesale slaughter of animals, like it's kind of like tough to call any of it humane.
The humane way.
The humane way.
I feel like you could not gut them while they're still alive. That would probably be a humane way.
Yeah,
humane way to not do it.
You could poison them, H.H. Holmes style.
Could, but I don't know.
Let's go to GumbyLegacy.com. No, it did not found 404 error.
Anyway, I left a lot of that shit underneath the house, and I was supposed to clean it up, and then 3 years later, I just never did. So that shit's still underneath all the house, like all the foam. It's a ridiculous amount of foam I left under the house, so I apologize to the new owners. They're going to have to go under there and clean it up if they want to do anything under there.
They could have done an inspection on the fucking property and shit. They should have...
Yeah, they should have checked in the secret room. But they didn't know, because it's a secret room.
The guy who bought my mother's house... It's not a secret room, by the way. The guy who bought my mother's house, like, tried to shake her down for plumbing work after he bought the house. Like, he bought the house, and then was like, oh, this plumbing is a bit fucked up. It's going to be like $1,400. Will you pay for it? And my mother was just like, no. I will not pay for it. Pay for your own fucking plumbing in your house, you dipshit. Like, what the fuck do you want from me? You should have had it in
yeah, you bought the fucking house. It's your house.
Plus, it's $1,400, which is not that much in the scheme of like how much the fucking house cost.
Yeah.
Like the house costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's just spend the extra $1,400.
I'm pretty sure I had a similar thing happen. They wanted like some slight money off for some fucking thing. And we were just like, no.
Kick bricks. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I think they asked us something after I think it was a dishwasher or something. And we were like, oh yeah, the dishwasher's broken. We can get a new one. We can get a new one even if you'd like. And we can put a new one in. They're like, no, don't worry about it. We'll just get the new one ourselves. And we're like, okay, sweet. And then later they were like, so when's that new dishwasher coming? We're like, right. What?
You said you were getting
You never fucking... You told us you had it. You told us that you had it under control. So we just gave up on it.
So
like, that's your decision. Yeah. Yeah. But I think the telephone... not the telephone line. The TV antenna didn't work because our dog had chewed it off. Out of the wall.
What?
So if they try to... I don't know who watches normal TV now through an antenna. So... Yeah,
that's the kind of thing my mother would be like, oh, the TV doesn't work. And I'd be like, who fucking cares? What? Just watch that shit. You can even watch all the shows that are on the free-to-air on their fucking on-demand shit, still for free, without having to fucking wait for it to be on.
Yeah, it's also you can just through Wi-Fi you can just have the channels going anyway. But I guess the people who don't have Wi-Fi, the cavemen and people that don't have Wi-Fi.
To be fair, though.
Actually, I'll say, so Wi-Fi, internet can be kind of expensive. So, fair enough if you don't want to use it.
But the amount of people, if you just cruise around and look in people's windows to see what they're watching, the amount of people who are just watching fucking free-to-air TV is still wild. It's absolutely buck madness out there.
I have not watched it properly, actually in my own house, for probably 7 years. I don't think I've ever had to be I wonder what's on Prime. I wonder what's happening on Prime. I wonder what's happening in the local news. Let's have a look. Yeah.
I think I hooked it up. I think we just moved into a new apartment, and I hooked up the free-to-air to watch the Super Bowl because we weren't going to have internet in time. It was going to be fucked up. So that's the last time. That's, the only time in the last 10 years that I've watched free-to-air TV that I can think of.
Super Bowl. Fair enough. Yeah.
Sure, I've seen. Well, I was watching a little bit of it recently at just my family member's house. They're just watching fucking Married at First Sight.
That doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, that's at someone else's house.
Crazy
if you sat down in your own house and turned it on, it is crazy. Also, Married at First Sight is fucking trash. It's so bad. But it's also, I'm pretty sure it's all fake. I'm sure certain that it's all scripted.
People playing ball
cut and Frankenstein or whatever it is, Frankenbited.
Yeah, I mean it's all fucked, and it's just people who want to be on TV. They don't give a shit about the other person. They just want to create juicy shit for the cameras. So they're just the most ball playing motherfuckers who do whatever. No, it's it's really really.
It makes sense. Makes sense as to why you do it like that though, because you kind of want to set a name for yourself, and you want to. I guess you could say it's a performance too, so you could use it on a resume later on and get that little bit of fame and try and ride that wave. So it makes sense why you'd be like that.
Yeah, I guess. Would you go on a reality show?
Ride that shitty wave.
If you were just offered to go on if you had your pick, what reality show would you go on? And if you didn't have your pick, would you go on Married at First Sight?
No. I wouldn't go on Married at First Sight. But I would go on my own show where I date women.
That's right, yes.
Try to get them...
Sure. Yes.
And try to make them fall in love with me. I would do that. But, I'm trying to think of a show. Maybe Survivor? I don't know. Could be cool.
Survivor would be alright. I'll tell you the one I always wanted to go on. It doesn't exist anymore because I guess it's not entertaining enough. Was the
Prank Patrol.
Prank Patrol. You took the words right out of my own mouth. Yeah, Prank Patrol. Prank Patrol's such a weird one. They did the worst pranks, and they had to be child actors in the pranks. It's always so hand up and fuck. No, I wasn't going to say Prank Patrol. I was going to say The Amazing Race. And I don't know. I don't know who I was thinking of,
not Survivor.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of Amazing Race.
Survivor would be okay, but I know I'd just get voted out in the middle somewhere, and I'd just be pissed. I'd just be salty. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" I'd just be mad. I'd be so mad.
Why?
I'd be like, I'm so much better than that fucking idiot. That fucking idiot. That loser.
I'm so much better. That dude's 80 fucking years old.
He can
barely read. He can barely hear. He's like, huh?
Well, it'd just piss me off because I'd try to get too clever and I'd try to be doing too much cunning,
you'd be the dude that everyone hates because you're yeah. You'd be the dude that everyone hates because of the fact that thinks he's so much better than us because he's thinks he's smarter, and you're the dude who would be I am so much smarter. I'm devious.
Firstly,
always conniving and coming up with little.
Slytherin rules. Secondly, I am smarter than those people. I am that much smarter than them. And it's not the fact that
That's why you get voted out.
And it's not the fact that I realize that makes them angry. It's just the fact that they realize it too that makes them angry. That's what upsets them. But
okay. The
third thing is
voted out last because I'd be too cool. Everyone would be like, "Man, that guy's don't vote him out. He's too cool."
No,
he's always chill. I didn't realize he was chill.
You'd get voted out somewhere in the back, the last third of people, because you would get there because you were chill, but then you wouldn't have had a plan. You don't have any wheels in motion, so you're just oh.
Let's just roll with it, guys.
I guess I'll just go because
that's what I do. I'm just you know what? If it's alright with you guys, I'm going to take myself off the island. I'm just... it's not chill. It's not chill enough for me. Yeah.
All this arguing.
I'm starting to stress. That's no good. So peace. I'm gonna hit that boat. I think that you get on the boat, then you play golf. Just put out my own torch.
And then you go through the secret.
That's my job. The host is like that's my Venice just through the floor, just open up like a little trap door.
It's in the voting booth where you go into like right down there, so you just never come out. Go into this like photo booth style fucking space, and you never return.
We're just waiting for Nate to come back with his vote. It's been an hour. It's taking his damn time.
So let's throw more shade at each other, I guess. It's
And oh wait, it seems they pull out binoculars just on the boat off in the distance in the harbour. He appears to have already somehow gotten off the island.
He's gone. I guess I'll just extinguish this shit here. Everyone can just bounce, I guess. Have a good one.
I guess that's it.
I guess we'll all die wondering how he did that. Alrighty then.
How the fuck did he get on that boat?
But
he's not even wet.
I didn't finish making my third point, and we'll wrap up with me making my third point. Is that I'm not like that anymore. Alright? I'm in my positive energy. Cool, I build people up. I'm chill. You know what I mean? I'm confident in who I am. I'm less autistic, so I know how to make eye contact with people a little bit.
I feel like the old Dom would slip out in that circumstance. I feel like a bit of that old Dom. Bit of that old Dom that used to slam the Xbox off its whatever the fuck it was onto the ground because someone wouldn't play the game how you wanted them to play it.
No, okay. This is complete bullshit. You're making me sound like a child, like a psycho child. That's not what happened. Okay, this needs clearing up. This needs clearing up immediately. I can't believe you've done this. No, it is not exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen on the island. Is that they're gonna be like, no, let's do it this way. And you go like, no, just start throwing shit everywhere. That's what's gonna happen.
That's not what happened. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe you're stitching on like this. This is not what happened. I did not go. I never made any noise like that.
Some of that autism rage that came out.
Tantrum. I never had anything like that. This is unbelievable. No. What happened was we were playing the classic Escape from Riddick Escape from Butcher's Bay. We're playing that. You start in the desert being taken to prison, and me and the other person, 2 out of the 3 people in the room, wanted to know what happens when you run backwards into the desert. What happens? And you were like, no, don't worry about it. I'm just going to go forward into the desert. And we were like, no, run backwards into the desert. And you were like, no. So I was like, well, fuck you then, after you refused to acknowledge the diplomatic majority. I did not make a screech. I did not make a screech.
You screeched towards the Xbox.
No, I was like, all right, then you know what's gonna happen after I fucking made you wince like a little pussy bitch. I was like, you know what's gonna happen? I'm not gonna fuck you up like you thought I would.
My ground.
No, you cried like a baby. And then, very normally and not in an autistic screaming way, I was like, fine, fuck you. So I went to turn the Xbox off. I went to hit the button to pull the plug on the situation, which was I had the support of the other person in doing this because you were out of line.
You went rogue. You went rogue.
You were the one who went rogue. And then as I did the shelf, which is very, very prone to coming loose because it was just sitting on top, like balancing on top of the little like nubs that hold a shelf up, it came loose and the Xbox tipped over and it got a laser scratch on the disc and we had to wait several months for it to be repaired before we could play it again. Yeah, and that's what happens. But I did not have some crazy shit. No, I did not forget to mention any part.
You did. You got up so quickly. I've never seen someone sprint so fast in my life. I've never seen
I can take you to the room we were in. It's 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. There's no room to sprint anywhere. I didn't need to get up properly.
You became the Flash. I've never seen it. Just because I broke some dude's neck in the game, and then all of a sudden you became the Flash, and you're just like.
I will agree. I was very, very fast because I am. absolutely physical specimen, but I wasn't having some kind of bizarre tantrum or just like.
And then you
autistic...
blamed it on me.
You're
like, this is your fault.
So if we get the third person, if we get Goog, and they'll say it was you as well.
No, it was you. Everyone says it's you. Everyone knows it's you.
And the two of us say it was on you. That's well documented.
No, we know that the only reason that game got a laser strike is because you had to spurge out and had to quickly take...
Spurge out? Unbelievable. This is... No. The defamation I'm suffering right now. I can't believe this.
I'm pretty sure you smacked one of our friends in the face as you were getting up because you just didn't understand where you were. You had the blind rage, manic, completely. Manic. I've never seen such little light in someone's eyes before. It's black.
No. I have the most beautiful, piercing blue eyes. You know this. I was very, very.
Yeah, then you blamed it on me.
It was your fault.
It was my fault. You were like, yeah, you trying to get me to pay for it. I didn't fucking do shit. I didn't do shit. You're the one who ran over there and knocked the thing over.
5 bones. We told you that we were going to turn it off. And you were warned. You need to play by our rules. You need to do what we want to do. And you refused. You refused. So I turned into the Flash in a very cool way. In a very calm, cool way. Not in a weird, autistic way. In a very cool way. I didn't smack anyone in the face. I didn't screech or groan or grab my head and be like,
I feel like if it was like I'm pretty sure what happened like directly after you knocked it out was like everyone was like, "What the fuck, Dom?" Like that was like, "What the hell?"
No,
that's what everyone. That's what I heard.
I'm saying everyone.
That's what I heard.
There was 3 of us. There was 3 of us. Yeah, so everyone.
Was one person wasn't. Say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, what the hell?" They was like, "What the hell?" I did say, "Yeah, 2 of us. 2 of us said it," and we're like, "What the fuck?" No. That's some crazy behavior, man. We're like, it's just a game.
I'm gonna. No.
Yeah, I still can't believe you tried to make me pay for that shit as well.
$5.
I didn't pay for shit. I didn't pay for shit, by the way. I didn't pay for shit.
Well, I didn't either, but now I feel kind of bad about it because it was either my fault or your fault. It definitely wasn't the third person's fault, and they ended up
Good pay for it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And that's the only person whose fault it definitely for sure was not. Okay.
Do you remember when we wait real quick? It was kind of a similar situation. It was do you remember there was like an Xbox party and someone had their Xbox set up crooked like on a diagonal line against a pillow?
That was Wes on 2 fucking
what's Wes?
Throw pillows, these 2 throw cushions, and they thought it was a good idea to just like set it up at this dumb fucked angle, just like that'll sit properly. Like I don't know what possessed to do that.
That'll be fine.
That was at Wes's house, yep. And then they were playing WWE, and they tried to make the most fucked custom character with the biggest tits, and it just went absolutely bonkers, and then it just fell, and it red ringed, and it didn't work ever again. That was the end of it. That was the end of the disc. That was the end of the console. It was idiotic place. It was like the cooling vents were stuffed with pillows as well as being on this ridiculous angle.
Oh, was he trying to did it have a red ring before? Was he trying to do that thing where you wrap it up and get it to overheat to work?
No, I don't know what he was fucking doing. I honestly have no fucking clue what he was trying to do. Just resting it on a pillow.
But anyway, I think we're wrapping up.
Yes, why don't you wrap us up this week, Nate?
All right, I'm ready to wrap this up. Thank you very much for joining us at Get On The Tools. We have been Dom and Nate. It has been a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time. And also, just really quick to finish this off, it was Dom's fault. That's it. Bye.
Yeah, too bad I do the edit. Leave us a 5-star review. Thanks for listening. See you next time. See you later.
See ya.